G'day all, Tex here with you. Welcome to your Thursday night market update as we look at BTC, LTC, ETH. We'll even have a look at Doge, why not? And of course, XRP to see what is going on in this market. A few little moves over the last couple of days. Not a great deal to report on the majors, but certainly for some of these alts, I think we are just getting warmed up. A huge thank you to everyone who's been coming into the Discord, asking all the amazing questions, subscribing to our YouTube channel. We really do appreciate you. It really means so much to us. If you do like what we're doing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and come on over. There are so many free videos and guides and resources for you as a beginner all the way to advanced traders. Of course, it's 100% free. Come on over, UnityTraderGroup.com. Come and get to know a little bit more about us and all of our free guides. The two blokes that run this, who are those mugs? Oh, look out, there's Tex and Ads. That's us. Come over and learn a little bit about us and get, again, all your free resources and guides. And of course, if you want to get your hands on this beast of an indicator that we have created, really is cheat codes for the market, Gravy Train, head on over to unitytradergroup.com/Gravy Train. All right, let's get into it. BTC, not a hell of a lot to report on the moment. And this sideways actions that we're seeing at the moment is some of the reason why we're seeing a few little alt recoveries, SXP being one of them. Doge had a run in the last couple of days, is obviously guided by a couple of tweets from your boy Elon. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of this supply zone. That's toast now. So from the other night when I was referencing this parallel channel, we had a beautiful breakout of it and a retest before a move up towards this 54.6. And then ultimately that quick little wick up towards that 56.614, where it indicates that there is a little bit of selling pressure there. We said when we were talking about our Unicorn indicator that our 50 Unicorn mark was going to be significant, which was this sort of 55 mark. Well, we hit it, we rejected, bounced off our EMA, and then had a quick little wick to the upside. At the moment, we are kind of stuck in the middle a little bit. We're not really at a level where we've made a higher high and broken above this this previous drop in consolidation before we drop down. So no doubt there's been some strength from this double bottom here. There was obviously a lot of liquidity around that 48K zone where we said we had buy set. We certainly did, which we hit, thankfully. And then we've had a nice run to the upside after this big bullish engulfing candle. And then it kind of simmered out a little bit. And looking at where we are now, I think we could be very close to rolling over for BTC and headed back down towards this sort of 52, 51.5 level, and perhaps consolidating between this 23 and this zero fib level for a little bit, which is very good because that would allow our alts to continue running. We know in May, we know in April, it is a good month for crypto as a whole. And we've seen some really stupid alt gains over the last month or 29 days. And if this were to happen and we were to roll over a little bit, yeah, sure, it's going to take some of these alts down with it. But the ones that tend to run quite well on the back of BTC consolidating are the ones that I'll certainly be watching. So looking at our Gravy Train indicator, again, we are kind of just stuck in the middle. We had this stop short marker here at around this 52K level. We haven't quite hit our Gravy Cloud top or at this 50 fib mark. So we are kind of consolidating. So looking at our few of our indicators, steamroller, our MACD, yeah, it might indicate that that we're ready to roll over, but certainly I'm happy to take a little bit of a risk and hold on to my position just for a little bit longer until we get some sort of substantial move to the downside or break below this EMA. We look at our EMA cluster, which I spoke about the other day, that 200 being the most significant and the one to break, where you can see we've been rejected or we've held us as support a number of times in the past. So really, if we break down sort of below, I would say 53.8, I reckon 53.8. If we break and close below that, I'll probably look to take a little bit more profit off the table, get out of my positions and wait to see what would happen maybe around the 52, 51.5 mark for BTC. So not a great deal to report on, a little bit of a slower day at the moment. Looking at our Unimoku indicator, we can see as well that we do have a C clamp here, which is a bit of a divergence between our Tenkan and our Kijun, or our basing conversion line. So the fact that we've broken to the downside, we've rejected off this cloud and our conversion line, we may have a quick little snap down to this 51.7 level, where I do have some buys layered down again, back down towards the 50K level, which would be concerning, I suppose. But certainly with what we have here, it's in terms of this pin bar buy up and liquidity down this area, I don't think setting some buyers back down lower would certainly hurt your cause. And again, that point of control that we spoke about as well. You can see we've got a little bit of a volume cascade here as well, all the way down to 49.8. So it's not doom and gloom, but let's just be realistic in knowing that these moves to the downside can happen quick. And they can happen at any time. So have your stops in place. If you're playing with 3 commas, you know what to do. All right, let's get into LTC. LTC looking a little bit better, but still consolidating similarly to BTC. We're stuck between this demand zone and this upper supply zone at 286. 270 was my target for some of my lower buys back down here. I think it was around 226, 227, where I got some LTC. And I was looking for that 270 target. Just got front run by a couple of bucks. So a little bit disappointed at that. I've taken a little bit of profit off the table based on that now. But again, I'm still waiting. Unicon showing a little bit more strength in LTC than what we're seeing in BTC from an MA standpoint. And we can see that our 50 Unicon level sits right there at about 272. So we know that when BTC has moves to the downside, typically LTC can follow, but a number of the alts looking a little bit better at the moment than BTC. So I'm waiting patiently to see what happens. We can see that we're still within the cloud at the moment. Our conversion line kind of just propping us up a little bit. The top of our itchy cloud sitting at that 270 level again. So I think we could potentially range sort of between this 250 and this 266 or 262 level for a little bit. Or again, we could have that snap move back down to that 240 level. So I hate to be that guy that says we could go up or down, but really with LTC and BTC at the moment, we could go up or down. So you've just got to be patient and play the cards that are dealt to you. All right, getting into F. You know my thoughts on this from the other day. I'm still very bullish on ETH. They're seeing some really, really nice strength in ETH at the moment. Could potentially be getting towards a level where we might see a little bit more of a bigger cool off, I guess you could say. But overall, the sentiment is positive for ETH. Midterm, long term, I'm still very bullish on ETH. I've not closed any of my positions at the moment. So the other day we were talking about this channel that we were in, and we were sitting, I think, right about here at around that 2537 level. We had just poked our head into this supply, which is now toast. We came up, we hit the top of our fib extension. We retested our supply turn demand or turn support zone, whatever it is that you want to call it. And we're heading back up towards this higher top fib level. So yeah, I think between 2850 and 2900 could certainly be the next target. I don't want to say target, but certainly the next area of interest if we can hold that 2700 level. Still looking really good for ETH right now. Gravy train giving us the long signal all the way back down here at 2544. So a nice 9.5% move on that. And like I said to you, our Unicon indicator is just ridiculously accurate when it comes to ETH. So that's a nice 22% move using our Unicon indicator, which you get over at indicators page on our channel. All right, let's have a look at Doge. Doge. Funny coin. Just ignore the lines. I draw these more so to appease myself rather than to have them being technically accurate. So looking at where we are now, this descending channel or this descending diagonal certainly is being respected quite well at the moment. And where we sit, if we put on our gravy train indicator, we're just being rejected at the top of this gravy cloud. Looking at our Unicon indicator, still a good little bit of strength here. And I think we could even see a retest of that 50 fib and consolidate again, as we sort of have seen in the past, between that 27 cent level and that 31 cent level before we make a decision. Will we head back down towards this sort of 223 cent level? Maybe not at this particular moment. I'm kind of favoring a move to the upside on Doge than what I am another snap move back down towards this 24 cent level. And I think what did Elon Musk post the other day? He posted, I think he's going to be on Saturday Night Live or something like that. So you know that there'll be some Doge memes and a few things leading up towards that when he hosts it. I think it's on the 8th of May or something like that. We saw a really disappointing Doge day, or one of these Doge day drops. They said they were going to run it up to 60 cents. that was exactly when I exited the market, and it headed down and was a pretty aggressive sell off from that point. But looking at the accuracy of Unicorn, where our EMAs sit at the moment, break below 27, then yeah, sure, 23 cents would be on the cards. But certainly, I think there's a little bit of strength in Doge at the moment. It's not looking terrible. So for you breakout traders, this could be one to watch for you. All right, let's get into FTT, my second biggest holding to F at the moment. She was getting a little bit wobbly there. I was a little concerned for FTT, but at the moment, again, still consolidating. We did technically make just an ever so slightly higher high from this point here where this previous resistance is. And it's looking okay. I guess I'm a little bit more cautious on being too heavy in positions, but I'm certainly happy, as I said the other day, just to be in longer term, more high quality, consistent trades and trying to trade everything when the market is looking a little, or when BTC is looking a little bit wobbly. If we do look at our BTC dominance at the moment, we can see the BTC dominance is falling quite a bit already, back down towards that 49.69 level, which is certainly could be the reason why some of these alts are starting to show a little bit more strength at the moment. But even with the USD pairs, if BTC takes a heavy tumble, then certainly a lot of these alts could temporarily fall with it before they find their feet and they start moving again. So FTT, I have not exited my position on that at all. Gravy train still giving us that stop short signal, and I'm still looking for that $57 mark on FTT if you've been following along. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with that. We've broken above our uni cloud now as well on both settings. So, you know, I'm still optimistic on FTT. That's going to have to take a little bit for me to cut my positions on that. You know, I'm prepared for moves to the downside. I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. I'm still pretty optimistic on a few things. So XRP from our chart last week, this descending formation and a nice break to the upside, quick little retest, and then we have headed up towards this 50 fib level, which is just holding us back at this particular moment. Still looking okay for XRP. I'm not mega bearish on XRP at the moment. I'm still just happy to be in the little position that I have at the moment and just see what happens. I still think I'm favoring a move to the upside for XRP, even if we do consolidate, as we've sort of seen between this level for a little bit. That's not a supply or demand zone, by the way, but you can just sort of see where we've consolidated beforehand, where we've had moves to the upside, consolidated, and then bumped up again, as we've sort of seen here to the left. So yeah, I'm still cautiously optimistic on XRP. Here's Tex putting all his indicators on everything to confirm his bias. Yeah, again, could see some snap moves. I'll probably layer some buys down towards that $1.20 mark on the off chance that we have a snap move back down towards this baseline with this seed clamp forming here. But despite what our other indicators say, I'm still midterm bullish on XRP. So that's it from me. Text, one quick announcement for you. If you are someone who has gotten our free RSI indicator, this thing is a beast. I love trading with it. It's so simple and easy to use. What we've done is we've now put divergence on there as well. Bullish, hidden bullish, bearish, hidden divergent plots now as well. So in the next couple of days, you can go to our profile over on TradingView and we'll release that for free. The RSI tool is already there for free, but the divergence tool we will be releasing in the next couple of days, just after we do a little bit of testing and make sure everything is firing and running smooth for you. Of course, you can add alerts on that as well. Crossing, moving up, moving down, and you can get that firing to your Discord. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate you. Take a look at SXP, seems to be leading the charge for the alts at the moment with some really nice moves to the upside. If we can get a nice little break outside of this, certainly there could be some nice moves to come on SXP. So thank you so much. UnityTradingGroup.com. Come on over to our YouTube, get all our free guides and all the free giveaways and stuff that we do. And of course, if you want to get your hands on Gravy Train, UnityTradingGroup.com/Gravy Train. Thank you so much. Enjoy your night, and we will see you next time.